Alright, here we are, guys. Revision for hole number 3 here. What I've been using is a 10% over adjustment. I'll switch that driver. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to this right fairway over here. And try to improve on my original shot, which I hit a great ball, and it cost me on my alternative shot. It's the first time that I've got called up where I was at, but do be sure to note that even when I hit it there, it's still going to give you a route towards the hole. But I should be able to easily avoid that the next time around for sure. Important thing to note is you are kind of shooting to a lower target, so you might want to use a elevation assist. Here I'm using plus 10% because I'm going to be shooting down a little bit lower. Also, the difference between a puck 4 and 5 is going to be a couple yards, so it might be important to note. But here you can see it's going to be about 6 rings or so, and what I've been doing is right around 1 top spin, give or take, and I'm also going to visualize kind of that 6th ring over there on the edge of the fairway. So you can see that I'm setting up kind of that 5th ring right towards the edge, and then you can see with what I'm doing with my power as well. You should just be able to max foam curl this out, be able to get this to land relatively close to the edge, and then top spin it up into the center of the fairway here. And once you get it to here, what I usually use for my B52 is a plus 15% value. So currently the way that the notebook B52 values are set up, they are a little off. So until they get modified, right now they are based off of entirely accuracy, but for whatever reason, there's a B52 flaw in the way that the numbers work, so you can't use the accuracy algorithm. So what I do is I have a set adjustment that I like to use, which is about 0.8, 0.85 per ring, somewhere in that ballpark. It gets you a little bit closer estimate. And so I found when I use the plus 15 number, so if you're using, this app, use a plus 15% adjustment. If you're using, going from memory or using a calculator or whatever you're using, if you just use 0.8, 0.85 times whatever win they give you, for example. So it would be about a 10 ring adjustment. And that's what you'll see when I push this in. 10 is very close to max, 10.3, but we might not even be at max. So there's max. We're going to come in just slightly from that value. So I'm going to come into about here. So 9.7 rings. You can see where I'm setting up. And I'm going to offset my guide slightly to account for wind effect. And make sure that I straighten up the needle and then go the 9.7-ish rings. Here it comes in, here it comes. And just a little bit of an overplay. You have to, there's going to be some guesswork for sure, because you got to offset that guide to accommodate for the wind effect. So you can see with how I pointed it over, but it's going to give you a nice B52 chance to where, it's going to run by the cup very close and give you a very, very makeable chance to where you could potentially get that one. So good luck with that approach. Let's see if this guy pops this in. Otherwise I'm just going to, forfeit out here. I'm not qualifying today. Let's see if this falls in. The great ball could go either way. There it doesn't, so I'll just put this in real quick. pick up the easy chess. And I'll catch you guys on hole number 4 coming up. If you guys did not see, what happened in my other drive, you might want to at least make mental notes just so you can kind of see the way that it worked out and see that alternate approach. But I did go to the right in both videos. But, be on the lookout for hole 4 coming up, and good luck with that third hole.